Hello everybody, welcome to the Guardian's inaugural Corner Table Discussions. My name is Jacky.
You certainly are. Bellissimo.
Grazie, Sam. Grazie.
And I'm Sam Velazquez, and today we'll be discussing FX's new miniseries, American Crime Story, The People vs. O.J. Simpson. If you're one of the good ones, you've been watching the show all these 5 weeks.
No.
If you're one of the bad ones, don't worry. There's a path to salvation. Just hop onto this show like O.J. hopped into that Bronco. I think that the most surprising thing about this show is that it's good. And it's not so much an attack on like it using the case or it being exploitative or anything like that. That's a whole lot of discussion. But I wasn't really excited for the show because Ryan Murphy's name was attached to it. I mean, he's done Nip Tuck, Glee, and American Horror Story. But the problem is that, I mean, Glee like sputtered out after like season 1, and it ran for 5 terrible seasons or something after that. Nip Tuck I never watched, so I can't say much on that. But American Horror Story was, I mean, complete garbage through and through. I mean,
really?
It was.
So? I haven't seen it, but I mean,
season 2 almost worked, but I mean, it was just too campy like for itself. And I was gonna be really worried because I mean, the tone that he sets is I don't think is any good. So when I found out that the showrunners, Larry, I forgot their names, but they're holding the reins on the show instead of Ryan Murphy, who's only directing, it, I think, wound up working a lot better than...
So if you weren't looking forward to the show, what made you decide to watch it?
Well, I mean, I'm gonna honestly say I just like the idea of David Schwimmer as a Kardashian. John Travolta looks terrifying. I mean, just look at him. He's half plastic, half man, and I never get tired of seeing him for that reason. I mean, there's just something so grotesque about it, but I love it.
Let's move on to performances. I think this show has 2 types of performances.
All right.
Right. We have the dramatic, serious, you know, kind of, you know, probably will be considered for the Emmys types of performances. We got Sarah Paulson. We have I don't know the actor who plays
Johnny Cochran. Yeah, I'm not sure about his name either, but I know that if he doesn't get anything this year, there's something not right.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we're only 5 episodes in, and we can already confidently say that this is going to be one of the best performances, if not the best performance of the year.
Just straight up incredible. And then on the other side, we have the kind of wacky, comical performances of you know, David Schwimmer as Robert Kardashian. I mean, juice! Your kids, your uncle isn't a murderer!
Don't say that, man!
Oh, not in Kimmy's room! Not in Kimmy's room! So we've got him. We've got John Travolta as Plastic Man or whatever.
Yeah.
What's Shapiro?
Yeah.
Was the main lawyer.
George
now
Shapiro.
We know. Yeah.
He's not a litigator. He's a settler.
Exactly. And then we have Sarah Paulson. Yeah, she's great. Oh, sorry, we were going into...
Well, yeah, Sarah Paulson's one of the dramatic
exactly.
ones.
We have who's Cuba Gooding is.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not black, I'm OJ.
But the thing about, like, he brings a certain energy to the performance that I think is, like, welcome in the show, because he almost seems to be playing it, like, a little bit too light, but he isn't the focus of the show.
Exactly,
like, I mean, I think we can say that who we care about
is on the poster, but
we care about the lawyers.
Exactly. I think the show has kind of switched in a certain way, where the first couple episodes they were focused on those silly characters. John Travolta, OJ, and
the Kardashian kids.
And the Kardashian kids were the focus. But I think that's what kind of fit the first half, which was showing this kind of spectacle of like the celebrity culture that we're so enamored with, and that's what got us invested in the show. But now that we're seeing the show switch towards we're getting to the trial where it's becoming serious and the process is getting more complicated, we're actually switching the focus towards the people who were in charge of the trial and who had something at stake. What I loved about the show so much, usually I'm not a big fan of too much camera movement. Like, I like it still. I like to be focused.
Very classic.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I mean, you can find skill in that, you know.
Absolutely.
But this show, the first 3 episodes, non-stop camera movement. It's like, they'll be in a scene in like an office and it'll be like circling here, cut to circling here. It's ridiculous. And I think that just makes us so excited. And it makes us so, just so enamored with it, even though we kind of know we shouldn't be.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the mentality of the viewers when the OJ trial was going on, right? Now that we've, this is our mid-season review and we're halfway through the season, 5 episodes in, what are your expectations for the show going forward?
Honestly, I'm not sure if the show will be able to top episode 5. But I think this episode's going to be one of my favorites of the year. So I don't really have any trouble if it just, keeps continuing at this sort of like high level, or it's just slightly under.
Yeah.
But I mean, we've still got to get to certain parts of the case, and I feel like they could pull it off again. But
so this is another miniseries that has come out. It seems like we're kind of living in an era of miniseries.
Yeah.
Where we're, every year there's like 5 or 6 great miniseries.
You know who started that?
Who?
Ryan Murphy.
Oh.
It was like the current stage of miniseries. I think was really started by Ryan Murphy, and that was with American Horror Story, because I remember when seasons like 1 and 2 happened, they swept the Emmys because there aren't as many miniseries to compete against, and they were basically the only ones in that category. So they'd have like best acting, best directing, best miniseries, so they'd swallow up all those awards.
There's no way it's gonna get beat by a TV movie.
Exactly. So is this a comeback for John Travolta? There's a lot of people who are banging on him. I like the performance because I think it works in the context. I mean, he's just this big overbearing guy, and he has that sort of attitude, and I think Travolta sells that well.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, I liked him. I don't think he's my favorite performance, but I'm definitely not shuddering or waiting for him to get off the screen when he is on.
Oh yeah.
If I had to guess, I'm guessing that Sarah Paulson would be getting an acting Emmy. I'm not sure if Johnny Cochran's going to be getting one, just because I think the Emmys are going to slide him.
Who knows why? Why would they do that?
Why would they do that?
Why would they do that?
But if they do, it'd be a phenomenal choice. I mean, we've still got like another 9 months to see what the year brings out. But it's going to be hard to top this one.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks so much everybody for watching the first episode of the Guardian's Corner Table Discussion. Make sure to tune in on Tuesday nights at FX to watch the new episode of The People vs. O.J. Simpson.
Make sure to keep reading The Guardian and checking for any future installments of our Corner Table Discussions.
Juice!